What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of the Raptor Attack Podcast. I am one of your hosts, James Parsons, and today I'm joined by Ant Green.
Good day.
Aaron Powell, Sam Busher.
Hello.
And Matt Crandon.
Why am I always last?
4 of us today have brought topics for you, all to do with gaming and geek, and we're going to talk about them until we've got no words left. If you like what you see, you can find us at twitch.tv/Raptor Attack UK, at Twitter at the Raptor Attack, at YouTube where you are right now, and Facebook, pal.
Get off Facebook. No one likes Facebook.
We kind of like Facebook.
I quite like
Oh
Facebook.
Kinda
no.
like Facebook.
Get on YouTube.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for
YouTube.
the purpose of this, get to YouTube. Ignore Facebook. We've got a Facebook. Get to YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Cool. Matt is going to kick us off today.
What I want to talk about is little game extras. So I know a lot of you have been asking me what I sort of exactly mean by that. It's like little extras, like when you're like the one thing I can think of is when you're walking through what's the game now? It came out like with the PS4, and you're like the guy that grows.
Sorry, I'm a master race.
Is this Knack?
Knack, that's the one.
That one that you played and no one else who owns a PS4 played?
Yeah, it's sick, man.
Is it
Anybody played Knack?
Never heard of it.
No. Okay.
Sorry, master race.
I clearly not.
But I know
Basically,
I know
as you're going through, it's like a platform game, like a new era of platform game, like Mario or whatever. But as you're going along, like you had to keep an eye out in the walls for like breakables. So like it'll be a big boulder, but you could kind of see that there was something you could smash.
Yeah.
And you break through this wall, and then you go down some steps, and you find this chest, and it had an item in it. And like throughout the game, you'd have to build this item up, and it would help you in the gameplay.
Right.
So like you'd get a piece of this item, and once you had this item, it increased your gains from things like
gains.
yeah.
So we're talking like
So it's
collectibles.
protein shakes.
Collectibles, but just secret things that are hidden in the games. Or I remember there was an old Nintendo game where like I can't remember what it was. It might have been something like Castlevania or something.
Yeah,
and you could go through and like it would put you into a mini game where you had to defeat a swarm of zombies, and then it would chuck you back out onto the main game again.
So you're talking like little Easter egg games, side
Yeah.
quests.
Yeah, so you'd be going through your normal game, and then you'd find something secret, and it would give you a little bit of joy.
Okay.
Yeah. So are we talking from like the most secret things, like those levels that you probably didn't know about, right up until like you have to collect 50 flags in this level?
I just want to know your most entertaining or your most achieved. Like, what do you feel proud of gaining?
Okay.
Like,
Well, for me, the one thing I'm most proud of is probably one of the only games I've ever done it for is managing to get all the Riddler trophies from Batman Arkham City.
nice.
And if you've never played the game,
I've not actually played the game.
a Riddler trophy. It's not so much secret because they're literally plastered everywhere. There
But I
are
can guarantee you the last 10 in the whole game are impossible to find.
there are ones that are kept secret that you do have to like go digging for, and a lot of them have got cool even references to the Batman lore. I mean, the one that I always remember was there's one inside of a boat in the shipping yard, which is referencing the Falcone criminal empire.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to like use like your X-ray vision to then fire a batarang into something, and like, but
That sounds really
it's pretty hard to find. I mean, I only found it by the cheating way of YouTube. But
How else are you supposed to do
Everybody
it?
does.
You're one
How
of
else
them.
are you supposed to do it?
No.
Everybody does.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they have to.
Do you
I
not?
don't.
I think in a way that the games add them to make you Google the game
yeah,
because it drives traffic and makes
Yeah.
people think about it.
Sneaky.
I think they definitely have their place in games. Batman is one of the games that does it really well because they build on it. They do it so well, like with the voice recordings that you can find. You unlock concept art, you unlock costumes, so you have a reason to explore and do these.
Exactly.
The Riddler trophies, there's actually riddles and things you can do, and there's usually a reward for it. Whereas Assassin's Creed, there's 100 feathers scattered around the map. Find all 100 and good job. It's what's the point? You've literally
0 point.
put that in there for the sake of an achievement. And some games do it a lot better than others. I'm trying to think of other ones I've played recently, like Easter eggs in games.
Easter eggs in games are amazing.
Yeah, like Witcher 3, like I'm 100 plus hours in and I'm still finding Easter eggs. That are
I got bored
absolutely
of the combat
phenomenal.
after 10 minutes.
It's combat. It's a learning curve. I started on Deathmarch, so
I'm happy though.
Yeah.
Do you play on PC?
No.
I was happy until
It was definitely
He was going to, but then his drivers weren't up to date with his bios, and you know what I mean.
like
Had to log into an
No,
account.
it's not. Up to level 10 is quite
crazy.
challenging, and then after that it gets quite easy. But this is a game, because it's an RPG, it homages to so many different films, TV shows, games. There's Skyrim references, Game of Thrones references, and they're literally non-stop. I went into some castle, went out into this dungeon, and then you open these doors and they're cells built into a cliff face. And in the middle one is a dwarf that's lying on the floor that has died in this sky cell. It's a reference to Tyrion Lannister. And there's like dozens, absolutely there's tons of them throughout the game. Skyrim references, Oblivion references, all these things. I'm just trying to think mini games and things like that.
Another one that always pops in my mind, it's not even a mini game, but the little games you get on like loading screens.
Yeah.
And you don't get them in every game, but the one game that always sticks in the mind is Dragon Ball Z. Was it Tenkaichi?
It was probably Budokai Tenkaichi.
Yeah, one of them.
Sorry, what?
It's the game, the name of the game.
He probably means fight something.
Fight thing.
Yeah.
Fight
But
thing.
during the loading screen, you got to play
Tenkaichi's
as one of
tournament.
the characters, Master Roshi, and he fly on his Nimbus Cloud. But you had to spin the analog sticks, was it, to keep him going?
I think that was on his. Was that on a turtle or something like that?
You had to spin the
Yeah.
analog stick to keep it going, but it was just a tiny little bit of fun that just took away the
loading
of
screen.
loading.
Yeah, I played that every time it came up. And then one of the later ones, it was you controlled the Nimbus Cloud to collect the capsules or something like that as it flying around. Just little things, so you don't actually get anything for it.
But it's good fun while you're waiting for something
Yeah.
to load.
Something else to,
The ones that always get me are the actual mini games that are built as an expansion to the game. So if you can look at Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, the card games, which are 3D, the card game, 4 they've had card games, and some do them so well.
It's a theme here.
And I've literally, like, my partner was going crazy at me because at one point I was playing with her, she was sitting there, and 3 hours later I'm just still playing these card games. And I'm like, I haven't actually done any. I'm literally just playing this guy, just playing these card games.
You're basically one of those guys that's like online poker, just chilling.
Yeah, I've done it before where we're playing Red Dead Redemption and you can play poker and
Red Dead's pretty.
What's that dice game? Something flies bluff and you roll the dice.
Yeah.
I got hooked on it like three and a half hours later. I'm still playing it.
You're on the internet and you are broke.
Yeah.
There's a load of other people that also play Red Dead doing the same thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's called Red Dead Dice. Secrets and things from me, I remember being a bit younger and growing up watching my dad play Tomb Raider. And the reason why I need to find secret things now is because you go into a level and you go through a door and then you hear that little noise and you go, aha, just found something. And
Everybody likes that noise.
Yeah. It might just be like a medipack or something, like you could find it anywhere, but this one is a secret one.
Yeah. It makes it
And it's
so
useful.
much better.
And she makes that noise and you get that little like chime sound or something goes off. And we get to the end of the level and it say you found 2 or 4 secrets, and we'd be like, right, we're going back.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, how much of that do you think detracts from the game itself? Because coming to like The Last of Us, it's not so much secrets.
need to play this game.
Not so much secrets, but in terms of, I'm sure Fallout's the same. Like you just pick up anything you can find because it's there to pick up.
Yeah.
And like you've probably got a backpack full of nothing really, but it's picked up. I've got to pick it up.
It's all
But we've
useful
got
in
an alarm
Fallout.
clock.
But like in The Last of Us, you just spend more time just wandering through empty houses, thinking there's got to be something in here I'm picking up, otherwise they wouldn't have put it here.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, that, again, going back to Tomb Raider, like you'd go down a corridor and there'd be a dead end and my dad would be there like, no, it's here for something. There's a reason for this dead end. And we're there for a while and there isn't. It's just level design because caves sometimes go the way you don't want them to go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of side games in games. For me, the earliest one I can remember is probably. I always backtrack to this, but Mario 3, and there used to get side levels or secret levels you can unlock after you complete a specific part in a level, and you can get like the card games. You know, where you have to turn a card over and you have to match it with another card. That's the same.
Snap.
No. Like
Isn't that Snap though?
I know what you said.
the memory game.
Yeah, the memory game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
So
cards
you
face
turn over
down.
a star, and then you go and search for the other star, and it's a mushroom. So you try and find the other mushroom. The only trick with that was that the top left corner was always a star, so you could always cheat it.
Oh man, Mario on the DS, DS Lite or DSi or whichever one. I think they're all the same anyway.
I had a white one.
Probably the DS Lite.
It sounds
sounds
familiar.
right.
I don't know where it is though.
you had the game, like you had Mario, and then you had mini games. And we play these on the bus, don't we? Like
the Wario game.
Like
Literally a game of mini games.
Well, that Wario one, but on the Mario mini games, you'd get like a trampoline game. He's bouncing up, and you got to draw the line. And then you'd have the bomb orbs game where you have to make sure you're putting the black ones over there and the pink ones over there. But then you play them all 2-player and they're all thrown around. I'd put so many more hours into the mini games than the actual game.
Else, yeah. I remember there's a couple of guys at work that used to play a lot of the mini games of Mario. And they just used to play those instead of the actual game itself. They got it for the mini games.
Yeah.
Which is...
It makes sense though. It was that download play as well, so only one of you needed the game and you could play with like 4 to 8 people or something like that. And
Reminds me of the Mario Party though. A game is made of mini games. The actual game is like rolling a dice and moving along.
Yeah. If you consider that if the game is mini games, then the board game is the side game.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
It's
the
the other
actual
way
game?
No one's here for that.
It's a side quest.
Another Mario sort of like.
Mario's hijacked your topic.
Yeah.
I know.
But you know, remember, is it the first Mario? It's the one that I always think as the first ever Mario.
Oh, no, I'm intrigued. What is your first ever Mario?
It's the standard Mario, like Super Mario Brothers, is it?
Yeah, but which
Not the Mario like Donkey Kong Mario, you had to climb the ladders and kill Donkey Kong.
that's not Mario.
That was
That's
Jumpman.
Donkey Kong.
That was
I'm
Jumpman.
thinking like back in like the NES sort of
Yeah.
days. Do you remember what level was it where you could literally like get to like the top above the screen,
And just run along.
run along like skip all
That
the way
was
to the
Super
last
Mario
level,
Brothers 3. Not the last level, but
Oh,
you
it's
can
the
skip
3
the whole
tunnels
level.
at the end,
Yeah.
isn't it? You
Yeah.
can drop into like level select
stuff
screen.
like that, like game extras.
I'm pretty sure that was number 3. Where you could get the tail, the raccoon tail.
No, it was definitely before the tail.
Was
one,
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't know then. Maybe it was something else I did.
This is how people did speed runs of like Mario in like 10 minutes
Yeah.
because they literally fly through the first level to this part, jump to the top of that.
Although I'm fairly sure someone did Fallout 3 in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I've seen that one. It's not 15 minutes, it feels like 15 minutes.
They just
Compared
cut
to that, yeah, it's just really bad cuts.
They just one shot everything.
In terms of game extras, I quite like it in games like put like extra bits in like card games.
I think it's
like that.
cool, yeah.
Just little bits that
I really
just
enjoy it.
give you a break from just doing like Assassin's Creed is another one that's just the same. Like Assassin's Creed games are just repeated, copy and repeat, and just put different different protagonists in every time.
At least it gives you the option.
Yeah.
Like going back to the Mario games with the memory card game. Like you get something out of it. Like you do this game and you complete it, and you get like I don't know 10 extra lives or something for the rest of the the duration of your actual playthrough, which is pretty good. But like there's other things like recently a couple of years ago I played StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty, and in that they've on the ship that you're part of, it's very similar to Mass Effect, whereas it's RPG but flipped into a strategy game.
Yeah.
And they've got like an arcade machine on the spaceship, and it's called the Lost Viking or something, which is a little nod to Blizzard's original Lost Viking.
I don't know that.
And it's basically similar to, I don't know if anyone's ever played a game called Raptor. It's basically
We should play it.
you
Rings
should
a
play it.
bell.
We should really play it, really. But you basically play a little spaceship, and you basically fly around the screen, the bottom of the screen, and you shoot shit that comes at you.
Okay.
Similar to Space Invaders, but
Yeah.
more sort of like you're going forwards at the same time. Which is pretty good. And there's a whole, it's a very polished game within a game
Yeah.
for what it is. But that's very good. If anyone's not played it, they should probably get hold of that and give it a whirl.
When you talk about games within games, Fallout's done that really well.
I
Yeah.
was going to mention before that.
The Pit Boy, they actually have like Drognak the Barbarian in these games, and these are full games, completely accessible.
This is
to the Pit Boy.
like Lost Viking is.
Yeah.
Like a full game.
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody's mentioned the Lego games though.
Well, because you know what, when
The
you were...
amount of time you spend going back and trying to find shit.
Yeah, literally, when you were saying the topic, I was like, so the red bricks and the making the pieces. That's exactly what games
The
about.
only Lego games I've played is the Star Wars, the first Star Wars one they released, which was
That's a while ago.
that Phantom Mini. That one.
The first Star Wars ones were the best ones. The
Yeah.
Lego.
They were
Lego
quite
Star
good.
Wars. Lego Star Wars. Is
Played
the
on
best.
PC though, Master Race.
How do you play Lego Star Wars on PC?
With a keyboard.
It's terrible.
It's amazing. What are you talking about?
Why would you just
I don't want to
plug
use
the
these
controller in?
WASDas. I want to sit on my couch and...
You don't talk about my Wazda like that. You leave me and my Wazda alone.
You're a fucking Wazda.
I do love a good collectible in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't go looking for them. Like I was
When
playing.
you do, remember like Gears of War, like going to click them contacts.
Yeah.
You saw that red,
No, you're right,
red
you're
omen
right.
and you were like, where the fuck are them taglines?
But this is what I was going to say. I'm not going into the level like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking at the map and going, okay, where is the next collectible? But if I walk to a place and I'll see the minimap and I'm thinking, oh, there's a thing there.
Ooh.
No matter what is going on in front of me, now I am going for that.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. And I know you mentioned the card games in Final Fantasy. The one in Final Fantasy VIII was so prominent they actually made an online game of it. You could just go and play. It was called Triple Triad.
That rings a bell, but
Yeah, it was a real basic card game. That it was like, have you ever played Othello, where someone's got pieces of one colour, someone's got pieces of the other. You've just got to flip the other one over.
Okay, yeah.
But the cards have got numbers on, so if your number is bigger than their number, it flips them over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally, and it's a simple game. I think when I was a kid, I actually made a version of it. Like I went on holiday for a couple of weeks and I got a bit bored. I was like, I just made these cards. I did draw the
really
pictures.
bored.
nerd.
It wasn't like a board holiday.
Friends.
My lord.
It was a holiday at a family member's house.
I don't care. Like I'm on holiday. I will sunbathe.
Splash in the pool.
It was dark.
I will night bathe.
Dive.
I will night bathe.
Moonbathe.
I will moonbathe.
I think I was 11 years old. It was night time in a house.
Oh, okay, fair play.
So
That is a very fair beard. I think James runs the risk of moon burn. So
I don't know,
Moon
fair.
burn.
Like in my youth, I'd probably just been sitting there on my laptop playing Dark Omen or something.
nerd. What's Dark Omen?
Dark Omen. Have you never played Dark Omen?
No.
Ah,
is that the Warhammer game?
The Warhammer game,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
played Dark Omen.
very good.
We're in the
I
wrong
wish
company.
I wish they'd remake it because it's such a good game. You basically you control a group of mercenaries, and you've got your commander who's got cavalry because he's got horses and he's badass. Standard horse cavalry.
Dark Omen.
It's Baldur's Gate 40k.
Cool, got it.
It's not 40k.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of something different. This is Warhammer like Warhammer.
Oh,
Baldur's Gate Warhammer.
does it play a bit like Total War?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
plays
yeah, okay.
very similar to Total War, but without the unit formations
Yeah.
and everything like that. It's very sort of Total War.
Yeah.
But yeah, you command a group of like sort of mercenaries and you go through the game. In fact, it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. Probably up there. With
It
my
was
top
on
games.
PS1.
Was it?
Yeah, it was on PS1.
Sorry, I
I
only
think
played on PC. I thought-
maybe I played a demo of it at some point, or
Yeah.
No.
Just keep
Why,
saying
I
Master
feel
Race.
like-
It's like, it's got to be the wine. It's got to be the
well, the
wine.
question is, did it have any mini games or collectibles?
It did have collectibles.
Oh, there you go.
Like it had an RPG element where you killed specific units of troops on the enemy team, and you could get sort of drops. So you have swords and stuff if you kill an entire group of enemies, and you could equip them to your mercenaries and go forth and multiply.
Do you think it matters that a game has that?
No, I don't think it matters. I
no, I
think
don't
it.
at all.
If a game didn't have a collectible for you to go and collect, would you be that?
Half the time I don't
what
collect
did
them.
it say?
Well, I never finish them. I
But does
aim
that-
to collect lots,
Does
and
that
end up with
not
lots of
give that
unfinished
game like a sort of replay value in terms of
Yeah.
I'll play it again or
Yeah.
I'll go back and do other things because I can get a collectible from it?
With me, they changed the way I play the game
Yeah.
because I don't have time to play a game 2 to 3 times. That's why I said I play Witcher. I'm putting it on the hardest difficulty because I'm only playing it once, so I'm not playing. I don't plan on playing it again.
Yeah.
If there are collectibles that impact the game in any way, so they're going to give you bits of extra information, more story and stuff like that, I've got to get them. So I am going to get them in that playthrough.
You're a very completionist, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm a completionist. I like to wrap it up 100%, sack it off, I probably won't touch it
Yeah.
again. That's why I hate them in Assassin's Creed, because there's no point. They have
Yeah.
no point to be there.
There's
There's
no
no
barriers
value.
there.
They're just
Yeah.
they're just there.
If it's like Batman and they're thought through and they have purpose and they actually add value to the game,
Yeah, they do.
that's fantastic. But if they're not there, I don't mind because it just means I haven't got to think about them or worry about them.
On the negative side of collectibles, because we haven't given a fair kind of trial for these yet. We've all gone in positive. We love
Excuse me,
collectibles.
what?
Except for Assassin's Creed.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm joking.
Yeah.
The latest Batman. How many Riddler trophies are there in that one?
2 minutes.
There's 300 and something.
2
And
minutes.
to get the proper ending, you need them all. You can't see the proper ending of the game without that. And there's ones in there like this really winds me up. You go to a puzzle because they're not just you pick them up and you've got them. You have to solve some kind of puzzle to get these Riddler trophies. That's the whole Riddler thing.
Is Batman kind of first person though. I've not played
Third person. You won't be able to play the latest one.
I own it, but I don't. It's one of those things where I bought it on Humble Bundle, I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he won't be able to play the latest one because Master Race, you didn't get it. It was broken.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it work on PC.
I'll come round to your house.
We'll
chill.
You have to bring your PC.
I'll bring it anyway.
Yeah, you can't leave the house.
It's a great game.
They took the combat system from the Assassin's Creed series,
Okay.
made it good. They perfected it.
And Assassin's Creed.
It was good.
It's mediocre. If you play Batman,
it was good.
If you
Which game is this?
go back to
Any
Assassin's
of the,
Creed,
yeah, I mean Arkham
something.
Asylum, and then from that
Arkham
onwards,
City and Arkham Knight.
I don't know the game.
the combat system. Well, I thought.
So I do like the Assassin's Creed kind of.
What's the order in the games of the
Arkham Asylum,
City.
Arkham City, then was this Arkham?
Knight.
There was
Also,
some
what-
prequel that.
Was it Black something? That was on the.
Origins, I think it was.
Oh,
called.
Origins, yeah. There was one on the
play it.
Vita.
Don't play it. It wasn't made by Rocksteady. It
Don't
wasn't.
play
You heard it here
Don't
first.
play it.
Do not
And
play
then
that game.
there's Arkham Knight at the end.
Arkham Knight's good. I like the two bookends. Those are my favourite ones.
Yeah.
So what I was saying was you'd get to these things with the trophies, and occasionally there'd be ones where you had to use a gadget to get the trophy. You'd go up and you'd go to get it, and you'd be thinking, how the hell do I find this? And it's because you don't have the right gadget yet, but the game has no way of telling you that. So you think, man, this is a hard puzzle. And all you need is for Bruce Wayne to go, maybe I should come back later. And I'm like, oh, fine, okay, that's fine. I haven't got the thing that I need to do that.
You need
nothing.
something.
Or maybe the Riddler laughs at you or something like that, or just like a hint. No, I know that I got rid of that game. Like my intention was to platinum that game.
Yeah.
I think I came out and said that would be
didn't even
mine.
start on the. Well, I got the odd through as you played through, but I didn't even try and even.
Yeah.
crack
Going back
those.
to like the Lego games, they did a lot of that in the Star Wars Lego, where you could jump. You didn't. I'm pretty sure it was something like a double jump. You didn't acquire a double jump until later on.
Certain characters have it, and
Certain characters
don't.
have it. That's
Yeah.
it. You unlock the certain characters that have like a double jump, like Jar Jar, fucking big. And you unlock that at a later level, and you need the double jump to get to the things. But you'll spend the best part of 20 minutes trying to
Find a way up there.
I'll do it.
standing on different objects to see if you can jump onto it. Yeah.
Eventually, the game does tell you on Lego, doesn't it? It's like you'll need to double jump to get up here, and you go, I can't. Double
I think
jump.
I got so annoyed by that point. I just
Because you just
continued.
walked away. Yeah, there's certain in the later ones, in the Lord of the Rings one, or even in the Marvel, the Avengers ones, there's certain powers that you need to get through doors. But the game is very forthcoming with that information.
Yeah.
It's like you will need Iron Man to get through this door.
I
You need
like the
some
Marvel
claws
ones.
to get through this door.
Like I enjoy playing it for the sake of it's Marvel, love Marvel, Lego game, love Lego game. But it was too like, oh, kids usually play this. Here you go.
Yeah.
Nah,
Here you go.
I enjoy
This
it.
is this is how you complete this level.
It's fan service.
It's a Lego game. What did you expect?
Yeah.
There should be an option to turn it off then.
I agree with that. There is an option to probably make it a bit more challenging.
Would you like tips or not? No, let me figure it out.
I'm pretty sure you could probably turn off the tips.
You could just put a piece of tape over the bottom.
Masking tape. I don't want to see
Hard
the
mode.
tips.
Just diagonals
your
of
hard
tape
mode is-
everywhere. Hard mode. Anything left? Anything anyone desperately wanted to say about collectibles, or we all just desperate to go home and
Is it
start
just
collecting stuff?
Is it collectible?
I wanna collect
or is it
stuff.
just kind of like game extras.
Mini games
Secrets.
and
Like-
things hidden in the game, like
I said,
Grand Theft
it's
Auto's Easter eggs.
I feel there's a lot
It's
of Easter eggs
covered
that
in
could
Easter
be
eggs.
mentioned, but
Was it on top of the Statue of Liberty in the one game, and you had to like get a helicopter specifically at a certain point to drop
sorry, we're
off?
talking about shit GTA or good GTA? Shit GTA.
Shit,
Okay.
the 3D ones, yeah.
The 3D one,
Yeah.
shit GTA.
And you had to kind of land on a very specific place on the Statue of Liberty and kind of climb down a little bit, and there was just a sign said, "There's nothing up here."
Sorry, try again.
Yeah, it was.
I
Oh,
do
The
like
princess is in another town.
I do like the game producers, game companies go to that extent, like to think that they might get that one person in the world who gets the helicopter to that point and jumps down just to have that one sign.
Well, there was this was my absolute. I saw this and I was crying, laughing, and I shouldn't have been because it's ridiculous. It's a piece of cable, and it says underneath it an actual piece of cable. That's the entire thing. And there's like tutorials on the internet on how to find this piece of
The thing is,
cable.
like, you mentioned mini games, and I can probably think of a billion, but just not right now.
Chocobo Racing.
But, like,
I want to talk about
yeah,
Final
like-
Fantasy 7 on every podcast, so that's going to be
Chocobo Racing, yeah.
Chocobo
That's
Racing.
another one.
And they brought that. That's in
I
Final
don't,
Fantasy
I
14
don't
online.
know about
They've
it,
brought,
but it's there.
They brought
exists.
Sparrow
No,
Racing
it's
to Destiny.
I saw that very recently.
Yeah.
Sparrow Racing.
Sparrow Racing.
Yeah, like
Oh, the
As in,
yeah.
You can do the races.
They turned
Not the
Chocobo
verse.
Racing into its
No.
standalone game, which
They
plays
did,
like,
yeah.
which plays
Yeah.
like Mario
in Star
Kart.
Wars,
I
and
have
then
it. It's
Stormtrooper
amazing.
jumps on that ground.
They added it to 14
Yes.
on Realm Reborn as
They're
well.
like
They've added the
that.
gold
I
source
guess
to it. That's going to be interesting in the when Final Fantasy 7 comes back. How they do the gold saucer on that. I'm looking forward to that. That will probably do DLC
Yeah.
because it's not the main plot. I think
Sorry,
they're
is
gonna take everything.
EA bringing out DLC for this?
Before
It's Square, but EA will be making money from it. somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
You can link a PayPal account and rather than actually spending guild to get credits, it's just for £3.50 and
No.
this weekend only.
They are going to do that though. That
Is
GP.
Yeah.
They're going to charge real money for that.
It kind of annoys me that they call it Gil. I don't know why, but it just makes me think of fish.
yeah.
Is it short for?
Oh, mate, you got any Gil?
Is it short for Gilda, which was an old school RPG currency?
I think it might, yeah.
Not even RPG. I'm sure that existed at some point.
If anybody knows of this, please tell me.
comment. Yeah, educate us.
Tell me what Gil does.
Before we move on,
And
I
if
just
it's hot
real quick wanted to talk about the extras in World of Warcraft.
Oh, there's so many.
So many.
So many.
But there's like they've put achievements in. So basically, if
I saw them.
if you explore every inch of every continent,
The Explorer.
you get the Explorer title and tabard. So it's all
A title
it's
and
all
tabard.
EP stuff. Like it's all stuff to go look at how big my fucking balls are. Like there's never you never really get anything useful, but there's just cool things. So
Well,
like you can do some things and you'll get a mount.
Should we put a pause on that there? And should we roll into the achievement topic right now?
Just to,
Because we've kind of
before
gone
we
half
move on
into
to
it.
that, just to come back to the Gil. It's named after the Gilbert family of Damsian.
Yes.
Is that something to do with Final
Damsian.
Fantasy?
If you Googled it.
Click on Damsian.
GP Golden
Gil is named after the.
Damsian is a principality in Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 4 interlude.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you speak in English?
It is that's what I was going to say, dessert. It is a dessert, it's a cake. No, it's
Principality is like a small country.
I'm sorry, but when Ant's talking, all I can hear is right, man.
How's it going?
If he combines that with nerd,
Yeah.
just filters away.
So there you go.